Hello everyone, this is the Russian Prince with another Total War Attila tournament match cast, and this is TWCL Autumn 2015 Group D match between Orgetorix of Agartha and Danko of TWR. And in the first game we have Orgetorix in command of the Abdanians and Danko in command of the Picts. So this is just going to be insane. These combinations. Double Celt, like how are they going to deploy? And alrighty, we already see the deployments of both players. I'll just put it in slow motion. Let's go over the Pict build here, over here. Pictish, Pictish build. Anyway, Celtic Noble, Bronze 1 General with Brace. Up front, we probably see 6 more cavalry. Indeed, all Bronze 1. We have 2 Javelin units in total. It's just 2 Celtic Skirmishers. Right behind those, we have a bunch of Black Blades. Looks like 3, 4, 5 Bronze 1 Black Blades. And all the way in the back, 3 Scottish Teachers on the right. 1 is Bronze 1. And on the left, 2 Bronze 1 Scottish Teachers. And that is basically the build of the Picts. Now for the Abdanians, though, let's see what kind of surprise they have brought here today. But they actually deployed in their own deployment, so that's the interesting part. Anyway, he has a King's Fianna Bronze 3 with Brace. Then we have, let's see, a bunch of Round Shield Raiders, 6 Round Shield Raiders. I mean, they're heavy, so maybe that's why they were brought, but not actually Mormon cavalry, so something to keep in mind. Then we see 3 Celtic crossbows, very, very interesting. We also have a bunch of King's Warband and Fianna. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 King's Warband. Is it? Yes, 4 King's Warband and I believe 2 Fianna. Is it? Yeah, and a bunch of Scatha's Teachers. I think it's 4 Scatha's Teachers, right? No upgrades on the melee infantry whatsoever. Just Bronze 3 on the King's Fianna, and that's basically it. So let's hit play and watch this battle start. I'm gonna hit fast forward as well. This should theoretically be an interesting one because it's Celts against Celts. Though, as you can see here, the Picts have a small advantage because they're going to be fighting slightly downhill, as you can see here. Not a good position for the Abdanians. Ooh, Round Shield Raiders. Very, very interesting dismount timing here. Probably a mispress of the button. Clearly has to be. Now the crossbowmen might get charged. No, not the crossbowmen, but the Round Shield Raiders get charged instead. So the Mormon cavalry here is going to do a lot of work onto these Round Shield Raiders. It's just going to destroy that unit in melee. As you can see, it has far better melee stats than the Round Shield Raiders, essentially. So that is going to be really difficult for it's going to be really difficult for these Abdanians to get the proper engagement off. And as you can see over here, the Round Shield Raiders already dropping very fast in terms of numbers to these Mormon cavalry. More engagements coming in here as well. The Scatha's Teachers coming in to support the fight. We do have 2 of these Scatha's Teachers that did come in with rapid advance for the Abdanians, and that was huge that they came in so early. Looks like there's going to be some cav charges happening over here, but Fianna in shield wall here, so they're going to stop that charge fairly well, actually. And now we see the King's Fianna coming in to support. Very nicely done here by the Abdanians on their right, but on their left it's not looking good at all. Now this other Round Shield Raider is going to get completely stomped. These Scatha's Teachers in berserk mode. Fianna and Scatha's Teachers here going to go down rapidly. More Mormon cavalry on the field. Celtic crossbows trying to do damage, but not really managing it. Here, as you can see, the Fianna and Scatha's Teachers are just going down. Black Blades here Might actually engage the King's Warband, though the King's Warband, all of them are in shield wall. Here we have a Black Blades unit coming in with rapid advance against these Fianna, so they're gonna do fairly well. Mormon cavalry over here getting absolutely destroyed in melee. Though again, the right flank for the Picts looking great, but these units going into berserk against, going to kill like one unit or something. We need to see the Mormon cavalry charging in, and these Black Blades here, as you can see, they are doing a horrible job against the Picts, probably because they went berserk into shield wall, so it's not the greatest. They were pulled out, which is not a great move. To pull out infantry from engagements like that, I think, anyway. I should have just kept them in there, I mean, why not? Here, though, the round shield raiders are just gonna rout off the field. The left flank pushing forward for the Picts. Looking very good for the Picts at this point. And yeah, the 3 Celtic crossbows cannot really... I mean, they're not really doing too much here. I mean, they just don't have time. And I do like this shield wall positioning of all these units by the Abdanians, but at this point it's just looking horrible. Black Blades getting into Celtic crossbows. Very nice pull through here with the... well, not really pull through, it's just movement with this Celtic crossbow getting into the rear of all these units. And now it looks like the cavalry of... yeah, the cavalry of the Picts is basically done. But a general is dead, and it's actually the King's Fianna. I suppose it just died to some weird javelin throw, because I don't see any other reason. And now these round shield raiders, bit of a mistake here, honestly, charging into these Black Blades like this. These Balistari, these Celtic crossbows rather, I don't know what they're doing here. All these King's Warband are in shield wall, so they will not do horribly. But it's a huge shield wall box here. Very, very interesting. And these crossbows are not actually firing at any target. They should be firing at this or something. There they go, firing at the Scathas teachers. Very nice. These Celtic crossbows going to continue disengaging. Oh, now rapid advance onto these skirmishers. Oh, sorry, gonna make it into the Celtic crossbows. And over here we have the King's Warband just tanking it against these Scathas teachers. I mean, just the sheer amount of offense, of strength and defense these King's Warband have while in shield wall is just massive. Look at that defense and armor and health. 60 defense, 60 armor, and 140 health. These guys are just not gonna die. They're just gonna tank the damage very quickly. Though, as you can see, their melee attack and damage is still fairly decent. So they're not, the King's Warband are not bad units at all. In fact, they're pretty good units, in my opinion. But they are not great. I mean, they're not great for doing damage, because they are not shock infantry, is what I want to say. And as you can see, they are still very heavy, which is great. But here comes a charge by this King's Fianna. I mean, the general's already dead. Or is it though? Yeah, general is already dead for the Caledonians, so this point doesn't matter. And I don't mean Caledonians, I mean Abdanians. But yeah, let's actually zoom in the fight. Watch these engagements happen over here. So many decapitations here. Ooh. Another decapitation. How many decapitations are gonna happen again? This is so gory. Not saying that it's bad though. Oh, another decapitation. So many decapitations. I feel like it's just not gonna have the same effect if it just keeps getting used over and over again, the decapitation. I feel like it's way too overused. As you can see, it keeps happening everywhere. I mean, just, they should like lose their legs or something else, or arms, but definitely not keep repeating this, I think. Okay. So it looks like something else was lost here. I don't know what it was. I can't really see properly, but yeah, this should be it. Let's just fast forward the rest of the combat as these units just join the fight. As you can see, these units took ages to actually kill off, but very close first game between Danko and Orgetorix here, though looks like Danko is going to take the victory with the Picts. See you in game 2. And this is game 2 of the match. Here we have Orgetorix playing as Eastern Romans and Danko is the Langobards. Interesting matchup for sure. I would give chances to both of these factions, but Langobards slightly more. Anyway, let's go over the Langobard build. We have Bronze 1 Godden's Warlord General with Brace. We have two Germanic Lancers with a Noble Germanic Horseman on the right. 2 Germanic Lancers with a Noble Germanic Horseman on the left. Then in the center we have 3 Germanic Hurlers. On the right we have up front 2 Horse Hewers supported by 2 Goddensmen and a Goddess Chosen. Then on the left, well, 2 Horse Hewers supported by 2 Goddensmen and a Goddess Chosen. So very strong Langobard flanks, and in the center is fairly weak here. As you can see, only consisting of these Slingers and Godden's Warlord, but it's deceptively weak because even if you get charges off with cavalry, like, you're gonna end up not having an extra cavalry unit on the flanks, which means you're gonna have something much more important charge than Slingers, most likely. Like, I don't know, Heteria Guards in this scenario. Yeah, let's go over the ERE build. We have the Comes Bronze 1 General with Brace. I'm not quite sure why people don't bring Magister Militum, honestly. He's quite a bit better and not that much more expensive, but each to their own, I guess. We have, in terms of cavalry, not two Tagmatas, let's see. A Tagmata Cav with an Equitus Promoti in the center. Then we have 2 Equitus Promoti on the left, 2 Equitus Promoti on the right. We have 2 Heteria Guards on each flank, a Ballistari next to the General, 3 Protectores Domestici defending the center, and up front 3 Funditores. So let's hit fast forward and watch the engagements happen. Definitely think the Langobards are favored here, but these Heteria Guards are going to do significant damage to the Langobards potentially. Like, they're going to destroy all these units basically in melee engagements. Well, maybe they wouldn't really destroy the Goddess Chosen, but they should still win anyway. We see the Langobards pushing forward right now with skirmishers as well. These Funditores getting some excellent shots off onto the Germanic Hurlers, but again, Germanic Hurlers are in loose formation, and this means that these units are wasting a lot of their ammo on useless things. But these Germanic Lancers, however, getting destroyed by Funditores, it's important. Some engagements over here, as you can see, the Equitus Promoti going into Diamond before charging in. Definitely interesting maneuver, as it does boost the charge speed, but it does reduce the missile block chance as well. So this Germanic Lancer is unable to do too much, honestly, like just doing damage to Funditores. Now though, it doesn't even get the charge order onto the Hetereas, but this engagement over here looking quite good, I should say, for the Langobards. Got into the Equitus Promoti, and once the Equitus Promoti die, this means that all these cavalry units for the Langobards can go in and do insane amounts of work. This Equitus Promoti, I wonder what it's gonna do. It might actually just charge into the Goddess Chosen here. Looks like the Germanic Lancer does go in though. This engagement, Horse Hewers crushing through the Equitus Promoti. These Heteria Guards still alive though. And over here we see that the Hetereas kind of got charged, but now this engagement is not going to go so badly actually for the Romans, because these Heteria units should do a lot of work. This Heteria is destroying the Horse Hewers here. This Heteria is hanging on against the Goddess Chosen and Goddessmen, though just not going to win though. It's up against 2 quite strong infantry units. Over here you can see The Germanic Lancers dying to Ectus Promoti, but Horse Hewers doing a very good job. And these Horse Hewers should also finish off the 14 Ectus Promoti fairly nicely. This Horse Hewer is activating Frenzy, which is, I guess, nice, but and we're just gonna have to see how this flank goes, which, as you can see, it's not going too well at all for the Romans at all. You're just, look at these Gunnersmen pushing through like crazy against the Romans here. This is just insane right now. These Hatereas are getting attacked and like from so many multiple angles. Yes, they've gotten a lot of kills and that's great. Ectus Promoti though, charging all these units. Germanic Lancers getting charged, Gunnersmen getting charged. But the right flank is also doing very well for the Langobards. Ectus Promoti here kind of going to actually kill that Horse Hewer and is still alive. But now the Hatereas finally going to go down, not after getting a lot of kills, but still getting charged. Hatereas hate that as well. Oh, that pun, I guess. These Hatereas off the field, only 100 kills, not effective. Gunnersmen here fighting against the Ectus Promoti in melee, and in prolonged melee they're gonna do alright. Over here in the center you can see the Gunnersmen and Gunners Chosen just continuing to push on through for the Langobards. These Protectores Domestici getting engaged. Just absolutely not looking good for the Romans here. Very nice charge by the Tagmatas here into the Gunners Chosen, doing a lot of damage, but with the pullout he's also losing a ton of men in his Tagmata unit. And over here, this flank for the Romans, not looking good. That Ectus Promoti is about to get routed off the field. We see these Germanic Hurlers going into the fray against the Ballistari. This Projectores Domestici going to get routed and destroyed. Still Gunners Warlord on the field for the Langobards. And yeah, the Comets General getting some charges off and then pulling out. Protectores Domestici here going to waver and should rout momentarily. I mean, they're fighting valiantly against Gunnersmen, but honestly, they're Gunnersmen. So yeah, these Protectores, they're very tanky units. I mean, that's one thing that's for sure, but they're just in a prolonged fight against these Gunnersmen. They're going to end up losing to them. Yeah, just taking them a very long time to die though. That much is quite obvious. We're gonna have Slingers rear charging these Protectores Domestici, interestingly enough. And going to be doing hit point damage to them. You can see these Protectores Domestici routing off the field now. And the Gunnersmen are just very happy units, as all the units are dying now for the Romans. The Comets General still on the field here. Let's get a bit of close-up action of him fighting, because he definitely looks quite cool, but he doesn't look like he is enjoying getting destroyed. No, he does not like getting destroyed in melee, knowing that his army has lost and that he has been defeated here by the Langobards. So the Comets General is going to end up routing very soon. It's actually routing right now. But I don't know what these cavalry units are doing. You can see that they're kind of like jumping around sometimes. Like, not jumping around, but kind of like teleporting or moonwalking or something, whatever they're doing. But yeah, this is game 2, and looks like Danko is going to take a 2-0 victory here. Wow, these Gunnersmen and Gunners Chosen doing a lot of work. Germanic Lancers getting some kills, but definitely not cost effective. But yeah, that is game. Hatereas, all of them at least 100 kills, but honestly still not enough for them. In terms of how much they cost, Tagmatas almost 200, pretty nice. But yeah, that is game and match, so hope you all enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment or subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, share the video, and I shall see you next time.